Good morning, happy Friday. Well done for remembering there's a stream. Just loaded the game. Let me move that icon out of the way. Anyway, how are we doing? Happy Friday. Just a reminder that the streams are a bit weird this weekend. I've got half a stream today, so I'm streaming to 2 o'clock. Same thing tomorrow before the F1. Now I've forgotten what I'm doing. Hang on a minute. What am I doing? Oh, yes, that's right. No, the F1 Sunday. Half a stream today, half stream tomorrow, and then a full stream on Sunday, but working around the F1. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I don't know where I'm coming or going now. However, I can tell you, I can't tell you too much detail, but Roadcraft releases next week, and I can tell you that we're going to have a packed week of streaming. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to have a packed week of streaming Roadcraft next week. That's all I can say at this stage. So, you'll see quite a lot of me next week. Let's put it that way. Working around the F1.
67 months, what a nice way to start things off after my 27th birthday. Been messing around with a new console, the PS4, so now I can expand into open world racing games like Gran Turismo 7 and F1. What more could you want? Anyways, back to lurking. Got some massive updates to install.
Thank you, Purple Game Dude. Thank you for 67 months. Farmer Gav with 112. Kelly with 115. Truck 85 with 7. Hope you had a happy birthday yesterday. And Mikey NZ, thanks for 54. Am I sick? Hay fever, mate. I am now... It's always the same. In May, I get battered by hay fever in May. And it affects my throat, it affects my nose, it affects my eyes. It is horrid. So I take a hay fever tablet daily. Currently, I'm taking 2 tablets daily. That's how bad it is. So I don't think I'm sick, but I don't know what you'd call it. Suffering, I suppose. The F1 on Sunday is at 2 p.m, I think. So I'll be doing 10 till 2, 4 till 8.
54 months and still going.
Thank you very much, Knight, for 54 months, tier 3. Knight was born in 2020, looking at his username. That right, Knight? I can't believe. 5 years old and you're on the internet. It's amazing. Kids these days. Whoa. Lucky Shot with 65 and Random Viking with 106. Right, where was we up to? And I can't remember. Had I bought everything? The crew look rested.
School party.
You start school soon. Yay, big boy! Alright, I've sold all the stuff. I can't remember where we was at. Fix it. I'll have a look at the inventory situation. You never had it growing up, then hit 30 years and went bam, hay fever. Yeah, I wish they could explain it. We're all fueled. It looks like I sorted everything out before.
Sneaky work watching. Good morning, Paul and mods.
Yeah, we're good. We're good to leave. We're doing radar detector in 20 days. Okay. And we have no points left, and we have a lot of money. We could actually just retire, to be honest. There's been an update to UBOAT, by the way.
Thanks for the great content. And thanks for keeping me entertained while I wait in A&E to get stitches in my finger.
Uh-oh. I've told you about putting your hand in the blender. Kieran, thank you for tier 2, 55 months. I hope it goes well. Stitches in your finger, that's going to hurt. Geordie, thank you for 95. Sneaky work watching. Ooh, don't get caught. If you get caught and your boss says to you, what do you think you're doing? Say to him, you need to follow this guy and watch his streams on your phone. That's what you need to say. If you get your boss watching, you're in gravy. If your boss likes my stream or my videos, you can watch whatever you want. Think of it that way. You just got to get him on side. Him or her. Robbie Robinson, thank you for 21 months. See? 1000 IQ. What are we on? August 1941. Let's have a look at the missions. Oh, I watched Das Boot over the week, during the week. I watched the director's cut, though. 3.5 hours long, Das Boot. In German with English subtitles. What a movie. That was great. Right. Admiralty.
Dies sind aktuelle Einsatzbefehle vom BDU. Streng geheim.
Streng geheim. What have we got? We have a low difficulty, sink some stuff. Nothing, no battleships. Strong winds. Join the port of Brest Flotilla. I mean, I'd
How
like
do you
to...
sink a submarine filled with idiots? Knock on the door.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. Not for a while, Baron. Thank you, 21 months. Join the port of Brest Flotilla. That's fine if we want to go back to doing... Can I... I can't zoom. I want to be able to zoom around the map and see the big achievements. There we go. Because there's still stuff we need to do. There's a bit of campaign in Norway we need to do. We've done that. We've still got to sink a lot of fools here. I'm not going to leave the area just yet. I want to get this tonnage out of the way, I think. We've done that one then. And then we've got to do this one. I don't know where we go from there, though. Oops. We'll stay in the med for now.
Hello all.
Am I going to play Captain Ministry Update 3? Not this week and certainly not next week. Roadcraft is on the menu. McBone, thank you for 123 months. And Walex, thank you for 44. Baron Rodney Thickbush with 21 months. Join the Port of Brest Flotilla. Escort duty, we've done them. Battle of the Med all the way over there. What's good about it? Increased presence of enemy escort ships was noticed in this area. So we go there if we want to fight. What do we get? 2 points. 6,000, 6,000. We get 2 points. We'll do this. Strong winds, easier. It's all about the tonnage now. Let's do that.
Langsame Fahrt voraus. Rudergänger 20 Grad. Steuerbord.
Rudergänger 20 Grad. See, this game teaches you German. Not very useful German. I mean, it's not great walking into a German supermarket and just saying things like Rudergänger 20 Grad. You go, what? And some apples. How's that game audio? I think it was a bit quiet. I get it turned down for Rocket League. Rocket League's loud. You've been working with Germans for 8 months and you don't speak a word? Really? What, you haven't picked anything up at all? I think if you lived and worked in Germany, you must pick up some words. Right, straight into the action.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Kurs setzen.
That's what we're going to do. Villameister, thank you for 26 months.
I do enjoy the noob's marker for dunk ships to investigate Keck.
Forward 2 will do it. Let's get out of this area and then we'll go into a schedule. I watched Das Boots on DVD at the end of the film. I'm very sad. Don't be giving spoilers away, McBone. No spoilers, man. It all ends triumphantly. I have to say the director's cut had a load of stuff in it, like an extra hour of footage. Gamercore, thank you for 65.
Schraubengeräusch. Peilung 130 Grad.
Yeah.
Schraubengeräusch. Peilung 135 Grad. Schraubengeräusch. Peilung 150 Grad. Schraubengeräusch. Peilung 140 Grad. Schraubengeräusch. Peilung 160 Grad. Schraubengeräusch. Peilung.
Funnily enough, the Allies don't seem to come this way. I wonder why.
165 Grad. Schraubengeräusch. Peilung 145 Grad. 15 Meter. Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Anblasen!
Herr Kanal, wir sind aufgetaucht.
It's supposed to be strong winds. It looks okay at the moment. Doing all right, Jason?
Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht. Patrouillengebiet erreicht.
Right,
Herr
patrol
Kaloi, wir sind
sector.
auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert. Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich.
Get that message sent.
Telegramm gesendet. Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert. Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht. Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
It's very
Herr Kaloi, wir
quiet.
sind aufgetaucht.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Still strong winds? Yeah, looks a bit choppy.
Schornsteinrauch,
Oh.
große Gruppe, Peilung 45 Grad.
Oh, that's a lot. Wait, have they managed to spot them? Smoke in sight at 20 to 30 Ks. What? Surely not.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Now, this question is, where are they all going? I think they are...
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Schraubengeräusche, großer Konvoi. Peilung 40 Grad.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe.
I can't work out if they're moving away.
Eingesteuert.
Jake, thank you for 95 months.
Schraubengeräusche, großer Konvoi. Peilung 40 Grad.
Okay, I think they're coming right across our path. Like something like that. Okay, game on.
Kurs setzen. Kurs setzen. Auf Seerohrtiefe. Äußerste Kraft voraus.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Yeah, full torpedoes coming.
Kurs setzen. Alle Maschinen stopp.
Okay, we should be able to see something by now. That is choppy, that water. Wowzers. Oh, there we go. Alarm! Unknown British ship. How can I tell that that's British? That's amazing. Thanks. Do you reckon this happened in real life when we're looking down the periscope? Like that. Saving.
Alarm! Konvoi in Sicht! Peilung 30 Grad. Als eingespielte Mannschaft werden wir dem Feind zeigen, wozu ein U-Boot in der Lage ist.
Okay, that's good. So 50 odd degrees. Oh, hang on, there's more. So the outside guy is at 55 degrees to us. Didn't mean to do that. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it's not what I just saw. So he must be the outside warship then. There's quite a few of them. There's quite a few of them. I reckon if they're on the left flank, I reckon the convoy centre line. Wait a minute, is that a warship as well? Blimey. I reckon that's the convoy centre-ish. Which is annoying because we're slightly off position now. Because I kind of need to be over here.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Betrachten Sie es als erledigt, Herr Kaloin.
Wannabe's already quite tired. He needs a coffee.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Bestätige.
That visibility is not looking great, is it?
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloin.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
That looks like a... excuse me. Possibly a C3. Might have to let this warship pass us.
Melden Sie mir die aktuelle Tiefenmessung.
These guys, these have got to be the primaries. Oh, hello. Hello
Punkt
there.
liegt tiefer als 150 Meter, Herr Kaloin. Die Messung ist nicht
Is that
präzise.
2 there? Or is that 1? That looks like an Empire with a Corvette next to it. Oh, hello. Jake, thank you for 95 months. Holy smoke. Do you know what? This is the kind of situation where in the game you should be able to call on a wolf pack and just say, right boys, get here. This is rich pickings. I think we just fire torpedoes in a straight line and probably hit something. Oh my god. Now, we've got one warship. This is a very strong left flank where we're sat. Very, very strong. That is somewhat concerning. Go and sit in the middle of the convoy. I mean, it's getting there's the problem. That is our max firing range, about 7.5. Thing is, to reposition without being detected, I'd have to go underneath this warship to get over here. To do that, I need to do Propeller 1. And hope he doesn't ping me. But Propeller 1, but I'll be going so slow, this convoy will be over here. That's the issue. Also, the big ones are like here. And they're protected almost by the little ones. If I fire a torp at a big one, the chances are it's going to hit something on the way. Mathematics. There is a bit of trigonometry to learn, Polar Bear, yeah. You can play it on an easier mode and it will just work out the stuff for you. Okay, I think... What if I got underneath him and then popped up behind him? So like here. It's a bit dangerous. Maybe there. What about that? What if we got on that line? So we pop back up here. We've then got a shot on him. Ah, he's very close. I'm not sure about that. I gave up on easy mode. I was terrible. They were terrible at hitting stuff. Interesting. So there's a big guy here and a big guy here. So there's some chunky stuff back here. If I could get into that space, I'd have firing solutions everywhere, wouldn't I? That's the play. Get into this area. Maybe head for that. And then pop up here somewhere. And you've got bang, 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 all of them in a vacuum.
Tauchen auf 50 Meter.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Auf Blaulicht schalten.
Let's try that.
Meter.
50 Meter.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it on time. Oh, there we go. So straight away he got pinged. Like, that's how good they are. Like 50 meters under, we just engine 1, running quiet, pinged us straight away. Whether it was a random ping, I don't know, but just trying to sneak under them now is getting more and more difficult. That could have been random. Like if we did that again, it may work. Maybe our best play then is to try and get here on this line.
Kurs setzen. Natürlich, Herr Kaloin.
10 Meter. 50 Meter.
I think if you get within like a kilometer of that Corvette or destroyer, I think they just more or less auto spot you. You can't really attack from the back because you're firing torpedoes into a convoy that's literally driving away from you. So the alternative option is to, now we know what our center line is, where we want to be, we basically back off and reposition and aim for that. What time is it? It's only 8:43 in the morning, so we can still have daylight.
Kurs setzen. Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloin. Tauchen auf 85 Meter.
15 Meter.
Aktuelle Tiefe 50 Meter.
85 Meter.
Normale Beleuchtung einschalten. diese Koordinaten setzen.
Aktuelle Tiefe 90 Meter.
Äußerste Kraft voraus.
Zielposition erreicht. Zielposition erreicht.
Tanks anblasen.
30 Meter.
Yeah, I need to make sure the torpedoes are polished.
Auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
I've put them on a normal schedule, so they should do him.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Herr Kaloy, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe
Let's get max speed.
Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloy. Herr Kaloy, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Let's have a look where they are.
Auf Seerohrtiefe. Auf E-Motoren wechseln. Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi. Peilung Tanks
135 Grad.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet. Herr Kaloin, wir haben unsere Position erreicht.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi. Peilung 85
Well, we'll
Grad.
see what happens, Vigilante.
Kurs
I mean,
auf
the
diese
convoy
Koordinaten
might change course, who knows?
setzen. Langsame Fahrt voraus. Alle Maschinen stopp.
Let's try that.
Alarm! Konvoi in Sicht! Peilung 100 Grad!
Oh, the weather's gone
Bleibt
worse.
ruhig und konzentriert,
Not
Männer.
good.
Wir schaffen das.
Oh, look, a convoy. Alarm. Oh, you see, they've changed direction slightly. They're trying to mess up my plans, aren't they? Either that, or because it's got windy, they've drifted. If that was... What was that? Those two, maybe? Let's get them a bit closer and then have a look around.
Torpedorohr 3
Let's try and spot the rest of them so we know where we need to be. They are very, very inconsiderate, G. George. That's how they are. Allies, scumbags. Dave, thank you for 111 months. I just about caught that sneeze. I'm trying to remember. I think maybe we wanted to be there. Maybe.
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
Let's reposition slightly.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Why not get to the side of the convoy? Because the convoys usually have left and right flank cover. So we'll probably see the same thing on the other side. They usually have like a point, a lead, then flanks, and then a rear. Where do we think the centre line was? There was a vacuum somewhere and then some more ships. I'm trying to work out where that was.
Thanks for all the
like
great
that?
content. Only 9 months left to 100 hype.
Thank you, Speedy. Thank you, 91. Feels like it's getting darker as well.
Auf Rotlicht wechseln.
Done right, Clayton. Thank you. There we go. Was that the pocket I was after? I'm not sure. I've got a feeling it was back here.
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
I gotta be careful I don't get seen by this guy.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
There's a risk that Corvette at the front will see our periscope. Frosty Forza, wow, thank you for 100 months. Congratulations, thank you very much. Can we stick him on the list, please, mods? Thank you for 100 months of support, as epic. Triple digit hype. Now the question is, Frosty Forza, can you get to 4 digits? That's the question.
Torpedo 1 gewartet.
Do you know what? Looking at this layout here, I'm thinking we want to be here. Fire at that one, and that one. I think I might pull forward and try and... If we get behind this one here... Let's do that.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
We get back on here. If we get about there, we can fire at lots of things. At least 3 big things. If you can, I'm right there. Fair play.
Kurs setzen. Alle Maschinen stopp.
Right, let's just go quiet. Yeah, I'm not so sure that's going to happen, Wood Fairy, but you know, never say never.
Torpedo 2 gewartet.
That sea's picking up even more. There's actually another warship here. If we can spin in that direction.
Kurs setzen.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
4 digits seems a long ways in toss. You think? 900 months?
Torpedo vor 4 gewartet.
There's 12 in a year. Yeah, that's a long way. My girls are waiting now to see what our current mood is. Okay.
Torpedo vor 3 gewartet.
Kleine Fahrt voraus. Alle Maschinen stopp.
Okay. Let's have a scan. Oh my god, this is pretty bad, this water. That's definitely a target. In fact, I might use him just to get a speed check. Maybe we can do that. Serious Cal, just get AI to take over from me. 7 knots.
Aktualisieren. Gegner
7 knots is what we're looking at. Visibility is trash.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung. Verstanden, Herr Kommandant.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
Verstanden. Betrachten Sie es als erledigt, Herr Kaloy.
There's a big boy coming directly at us and we're real close to it. Way too close to hit that. I could reverse. Which one's that one? Oh, that's that one. Alright, that's the one, the Clarion, I just looked at. There's that one over there. Which is a bit far. Actually, it's not that bad. 4.7. It is targetable. Precinct. I think I have. Actually, these 3 here have got to be primaries. That would have to fire on that one first, then that one, and then lastly this one, and then get out of there.
Melden Sie mir die aktuelle Tiefenmessung.
Let's do that. Let's focus on those 3. Presume it's that one. Yep. So that looks like a C3 to me. That looks like a Liberty. Right, so plan of attack. We're going to fire on this one. Just give him a center line. We're going to fire on that Liberty there. We're going to fire on that one. Then we're going to fire on this one. And then we're going to dive. What sort of soaps do you have available? I mean, that's a very good question, isn't it? Because this is where we find out that we don't have any ready. We've got 3 fat T3s and a T5 if we want to take a chance. We could loose T3s and then... I don't know. I think we probably should get out of there at that point. Okay, so target number 1 is that Liberty. We know, or we think they're doing 7 knots.
Aktualisieren. Geschwindigkeit.
It's a very
7
choppy sea, though.
Knoten.
I will say that much. We're looking at an angle that I can't read. .67 degrees to starboard. Should be.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
Yeah.
Winkel 6, 7. Bug rechts.
We can have a go at distance. This could be tricky with this water. Let's see what this thinks it is. It's saying 3,200 meters.
Aktualisieren. Entfernung
We know this rule is very inaccurate.
2, 3, 1 Meter.
3,100. Yeah, I don't know. It really depends where you think the water line is, because given how choppy this water is, it's super hard to work out.
Der Grund liegt tiefer als 150 Meter, Herr Kaloin. Die Messung ist nicht präzise genug.
Aktualisieren.
Let's go with that.
Entfernung zum Ziel.
Yeah,
3,
the rule is definitely
2,
not accurate. We
6,
found that out
1
before.
Meter. Lage 6, 7.
Okay,
Bug
T3
rechts.
flat.
Bewässern.
I don't want to run it too shallow, but it's quite choppy waters. We're going to have to go 2.5, I think. And then if it should miss, probably go for a left turn and try and hit that one. Or we could try a right turn and try and come back on itself. I can't really send 2 because I'm going to fire 3 T3s at 3 targets and then I'm only left with a T5, and you can't guarantee where that T5 is going to go. It'll home on its own target, the T5. That's a big difference. That is a big difference. If we say that's the water line, the top of the mast is about there. We'll go with that.
Aktualisieren. Entfernung 3, 1, 7, 2 Meter.
Los!
Okay, right, game on. Now then, the distance between that one and that one is 800 meters. But this one will have to probably follow a line a bit further. When it's got to about there, we'll fire that one, I think. Yep, definitely Liberty.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerfahrt 7. Knoten.
Angle on bow is 102.8. Starboard.
Aktualisieren. Lage 1, 0, 3. Bug rechts.
2,245 from that measurement. 2,100 from that measurement. This could easily miss. We're gonna believe this one.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
That's a
Entfernung zum
T3.
Ziel 2,
Rohr
2,
2,
4,
bewässern.
5 Meter. Rohr 2 bewässert. Aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 1, 0, 4, rechts.
Do you reckon my horizontal line's on the waterline though? It won't be the sea there, it'll be because it's choppy. It's going to be underneath it a bit. Then we put that on top of the mast and we get that number there.
Aktualisieren. Entfernung 2, 2, 1, 9 Meter.
Right, we need to wait for this torpedo to cover some distance now. Let's say about there.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
It's saying 2.2 kilometers. The ruler says 2.1. I'll take the measurement.
Los!
That is our final target. So distance between there and there is 800 meters or so. What's that? 862. So once that one's covered, we'll fire on this one.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerfahrt 7. Knoten.
$58.8.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 5, 9. Bug rechts.
It'll be
Der
2.2 when
Torpedo
the
ist auf
torpedo gets to
halbem
future
Weg.
position at 7 knots and at 100 meters of forward distance. I don't know if Vigilante was eyeballing it. Put it on 2.6 to keep it safe so it'd go a few hundred meters past, then turn around and it might come back and hit that. I don't know. I don't even know how far it travels before it does another turn. Like, that's a factor. Okay, so according to this, if we've done our maths right, that one's going to hit before this one does. I can see that already. So I'll fire this one a bit late. So that's going to slam, that's going to zigzag, and that's going to miss. So we can hope for 2. And then what I might do is fire this torpedo, turn to the right, and fire a T5 at that one and dive. We'll try and get 3 ships out of it. Right, 1,300 meters.
Aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel. 1, 3.
It's quite deep waters around here. Like 2,500 meters kind of deep. 1.3. 1.3. They both agree this time.
Rohr 1, bewässern.
Der Grund liegt tiefer als 150 Meter.
We got
Herr Kaloi.
150 meters
Die Messung
apparently.
ist nicht präzise genug.
That's not that
Rohr
deep.
1 bewässert.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel 1, 2, 7. 7 Meter.
Los! Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
This one's nearly hit. This is... Yeah, the maths is way off. This one's going to slam. That's going to zigzag. These two are going to miss.
30 Sekunden.
That's about to hit.
20 Sekunden.
I mean, that was a good shot. The only problem is,
40 Sekunden bis
lots of
Torpedoeinschlag.
zigzagging will now happen.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Actually, this one still looks like it's on course, to be honest. Maybe even that one.
30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. Einschlag. Ja, schwere Schäden. Funkspruch erhalten. Feuer an Deck.
That one missed. This hit, that one missed.
Herr Kaloi, eingehendes Funktelegramm.
Incoming, Empire Rain, Empire Clarion.
Funkspruch erhalten.
Two out of 3 and a torpedo to go, but everybody coming down on us right now. Oh, the destroyers will be very angry.
Funkspruch erhalten.
Right, let's see.
Kurs auf diese
If we line that
Koordinaten
up,
setzen.
it's going to go 1.8. It doesn't really matter. Their angle on the bow is probably about 170.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 1, 7, 0. Rechts. Entfernung zum Ziel 1,
Rohr 3,
7,
bewässern.
0 Meter. Geschwindigkeit
I don't know,
7.
to be honest,
Knoten.
Villemeister.
3 bewässert.
Los!
Okay, now we dive.
Laufen auf 85 Meter.
Aktuelle Tiefe 10 Meter.
I'm going to go and try and hide underneath this guy.
Kurs setzen.
Or very, very close to him.
Eingehendes Funktelegramm.
Schneller, schneller! Auf Blaulicht schalten. Schleichfahrt. Holen Mut.
25 Meter. 65 Meter.
Where's that torpedo gone? I just fired a torpedo and I can't see it. It went south. Where is it? I cannot see it anywhere on the map. That's really weird. Immigration got it. This guy's going to be coming over here. Seriously, it's just gone. I fired it and it disappeared. You've never lost a top? Yeah, I've never lost one. I know there was an update to the game last night, but I just fired a T5 and it's gone. Like, I'd have no idea where it's gone.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Tesla torpedo. Dude, it's just disappeared. Unless it hits something. I don't know. We'll find out. The Boswell was sunk. The Scout was sunk. The Kumast was sunk. We sunk 3 out of the 4 torpedoes, and I know one missed. Maybe either the one that missed carried on and hit something, or the T5 turned out the door and hit something. One of the two. I'm going to get Capitan specifically to launch a decoy. Oh no, the guy with the pink shirt's doing it. Now the question is, did he launch that or not? Because it doesn't always show on the map. He appears to have gone in the right area. So my guess is that he did. I think it's been deployed, but I'm not certain. There you go.
120 Meter.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Mythical Beast, thank you for a double top 40 months.
Aktuelle Tiefe 130 Meter.
It's kind of difficult to work out what's going on. There's so many hydrophone contacts.
Aktuelle Tiefe 130 Meter.
Giorgio, thank you for 29 months. At the moment, they seem to be unable to find us. I'm not sure. It feels like nobody's been doing any depth charging. Gone away with it, I think.
Aktuelle Tiefe 120 Meter. 95 Meter.
High speed moving away. Yeah, they're going.
75 Meter.
Well, 3 ships were hit, Zintaus, I think.
Tiefe 25 Meter.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe.
There's a wreck.
Rundblick eingesteuert.
That's the one that I kind of hid underneath.
Auf Rotlicht wechseln. Alarm beenden. Schleichfahrt beenden. Lenzpumpe einschalten.
Yeah, they've all left the building. There's 2 wrecks.
Kurs setzen.
Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe, kleine Gruppe. Peilung 30 Grad.
Where's the 3rd ship that was sunk? I should be getting a stationary contact, and I'm not.
Tanks anblasen.
Aktuelle Tiefe 10 Meter.
Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Rohr 2 geladen.
Rohr 1 geladen.
Oh, there he is.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Med kits, replacement parts. That was the southbound T5. I'm guessing yes. I think it must have turned and hit something fairly quickly. Right, which boat is the captain on? There he is.
Kurs setzen.
Rohr 3 geladen.
Rohr 4 geladen. Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Torpedorohr 3.
Well, that worked out okay.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
Normale Beleuchtung einschalten.
If those can only run 7 knots, you could surely get back ahead for another run round you. Yeah. Yeah. The downside is it's 3 PM and it's quite stormy. So it's already daytime and still quite dark. If I get ahead of them, they're over here somewhere now. If I try to get ahead of them, it'll be 9 o'clock at night. Probably. We'd probably just have to track them till dawn and then hit them.
Kurs setzen. Alle Maschinen stopp. Kurs setzen.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Rubber, canned bread, rubbish.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Now the question is, which direction have they gone? Because when you hit them, they tend to change course a little bit. I might go
Kurs setzen.
in water like that.
AK voraus.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Bestätige.
Let's get a fix on them.
Seerohrtiefe. Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Okay.
Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe, kleine Gruppe. Peilung
There
110
we go.
Grad.
10 to 20 k's away.
Kriegsschiff. Peilung
I'd say
90 Grad.
15.
Schraubengeräusche. Großer
Probably there
Konvoi.
somewhere.
Peilung 90 Grad. Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe, kleine Gruppe.
So if we go 20
Peilung
kilometers
100
that
Grad.
way,
Herr Kaloin, wir
take
sind
another
auf
read and see what
Seerohrtiefe.
direction they're going
Boot
in.
für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Kurs setzen.
You're not seeing the convoy that large yet? Well, it depends what year you're in as well.
Meter. Herr Kaloy, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert. Jawohl, Herr Kaloy.
15 Meter.
I'm thinking they're doing that.
Anblasen.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Endlich ein paar Stunden Pause.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Oh.
Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe, kleine Gruppe. Peilung 90 Grad. Schraubengeräusche.
Okay.
Kriegsschiffe, kleine Gruppe. Peilung 90 Grad.
I think that's what we're looking at. We're now tangential to them, and the problem is
90 Grad.
we can't. It's like it's 19:20 at night, so outside is looking like that, and it's still quite stormy. So that's not really favourable for attacking. So I think what we'll have to do is just track them through the night.
Diese Koordinaten setzen.
That's a nice safe distance.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi. Peilung 120 Grad.
Something over here as well.
Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe, kleine Gruppe. Peilung 110 Grad. Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiff. Peilung 80 Grad. Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe, kleine Gruppe. Peilung
Tanks
110
anblasen.
Grad.
Alle Maschinen stopp. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Not sure if we lost
Auf
contact.
E-Motoren wechseln.
10 Meter.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Herr Kaloy, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Zielposition erreicht.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Dang it.
Aktuelle Tiefe 15
I
Meter.
think I've gone too far
Wir
away.
sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
I think I've got too far away that it might have despawned this convoy.
Kurs setzen.
15 Meter. Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi.
Yeah, okay.
Peilung
Or maybe the game's
120
just not
Grad.
even telling me where they are. Unless that's a different convoy.
Kurs auf
That's just a
diese
bit weird.
Koordinaten setzen.
That can't be the same convoy.
Kurs setzen.
No, I think I've lost contact.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Pirate Pete, how you doing?
Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi. Peilung 205 Grad.
I mean, let's face it, this convoy is going through here, and now it's suddenly gone, and I've hydrophoned that area constantly. So how have they managed to come from here and then completely vanish and then appear over there? So there's got to be a different convoy, or the game just teleported them. Convoy should not disappear unless you have the option to create nearby convoys. Go deeper if you want.
50 Meter. Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
That either way, that convoy's disappeared.
50 Meter.
We should have been meeting them about here.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
Don't think we can catch this lot easily.
Kurs setzen. Tanks anblasen.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi. Peilung 55 Grad. Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert. Schraubengeräusche.
By the time we're closing on these guys...
Peilung
Oh, hello.
Grad. Schraubengeräusche. Kleiner Konvoi. Peilung
Something else.
5 Grad.
Unless it turned back, yeah? I mean, it might have turned back, but it's highly unlikely.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Okay, this is a completely different convoy.
Kurs setzen. Tanks anblasen.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet. Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Schraubengeräusche. Kleiner Konvoi. Peilung 260 Grad. Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi. Peilung
1
300
unit
Grad.
medium.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 50 Grad.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe.
They've gone.
Boot für
Not sure what happened, but they've
eingesteuert.
gone. New convoy is this one.
Kurs setzen.
Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe. Kleine Gruppe. Peilung
Anblasen.
355 Grad. Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi. Peilung 325 Grad. Schraubengeräusche.
2 to 6 units, 1
Peilung
unit, 1 unit.
285 Grad. Schraubengeräusch.
Meanwhile, this guy's coming towards us roughly as well.
90 Grad.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Kurs setzen. Tanks anblasen.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Schraubengeräusche. Kleiner Konvoi.
Okay, we've got 4 distinct
275 Grad.
units now.
Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi. Peilung 325 Grad.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe. Kleine Gruppe. Peilung 10 Grad.
We've got 1 contact here.
Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe. Kleine Gruppe. Peilung 10 Grad.
Okay. I don't think they've got an escort. This could just be, well, we'll see.
Tanks anblasen.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Let's see where they're going.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe. Kleine Gruppe. Peilung 25 Grad. Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi.
He's definitely on that track.
330 Grad. Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 120 Grad. Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe.
Right now, we've lost contact with these four. What's going on? Oh my god. That is not exactly hunting weather, is it?
Herr Kaloi, wir haben unsere Position erreicht.
Okay, I have no idea where these four have just disappeared to.
Schraubengeräusche. Kriegsschiffe, kleine Gruppe. Peilung 55 Grad.
Don't care about them, don't care about them. This guy's a possible, but they've just gone. That feels like the second time that it's just despawned. Unless they're in a dead zone. Let me try turning.
Diese Koordinaten setzen.
They shouldn't be in a dead zone. The dead zone's behind us.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
They're just gone. In fact, this one's gone. What's going on?
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung.
Yeah, they've just
35
disappeared.
Grad.
Like, all four of them just, like ghosts, just gone. I don't get it.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Tanks anblasen.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
Nah, it's nothing to do with the mission completion.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 75 Grad.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
I think I have to be very close to these guys because I think the visibility is still pretty bad. Look at that.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
You're kidding me.
Schraubengeräusche. Kleine
They just all
Gruppe.
reappeared.
Peilung 65 Grad.
Give over, game. Come on.
Konvoi. Peilung 205 Grad.
Like, they just... This happened over here. That's not an accident. This feels like there's a bug now. Like, that entire group vanished and then possibly reappeared on the other side of me. This group's just done the same thing. They disappeared. Hours later, they reappeared down here. And I tried moving around, and we're definitely not in a dead zone. A Hydros dead zone is behind us.
Torpedorohr 4
That
gewartet.
is well dodgy.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
I wonder if the patch yesterday's broken something.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Right, well, they're going to come down on top of us anyway, but in the meantime, we're going to meet this
Kurs
guy.
auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Oh, Impierce, it was on a knife edge, mate. Could easily gone the other way.
Kurs setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Herr Kaloin, wir haben unsere Position erreicht.
Look at the clear sight visibility. That is utterly horrendous. How are we going to hit something in this? They clicked silent mode and blue lights, lol. I reckon that they actually went submerged. Maybe they turned on the caterpillar drives.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Kurs setzen.
Alarm! Tanker.
Well,
40 Grad.
the crew's seen a tanker. I mean, how? I don't know. But apparently they've seen a tanker. That's impressive. The wall hack vision. The boat is like, what? 4 kilometers away? Our visibility is about... What's that? Our visibility 300 meters.
Kleiner Konvoi.
And they've basically gone,
100 Grad.
alarm! Right, well, there is a tanker here. Whether we'll see it, it's a different story.
Kurs setzen. Langsame Fahrt voraus.
I'm going to be on top of this thing.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Do you reckon if I pull up next to them and just say, get off the boat, please, that'll work? I've never tried it with a tanker. Never tried pulling up alongside a tanker and saying, get out.
Lenzpumpe einschalten.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
So I think it's here somewhere.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
This is horrendous visibility. Pilots do it in small boats might just work. Yeah, not always. I found... The danger is if they say no, like trying to sink it could be interesting. Although HE guns on a tanker should actually work quite effectively. Do you know what? I'm genuinely tempted to go and ask them nicely to get off the boat. Like, I'll just communicate to the captain and just say, do you really want to be on this tanker when I start firing HE at it? Do you really want to do that? Why don't you just get off?
Kurs setzen.
Let's chuck some extra men.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
See if we can improve the viz. Does red?
Kümmere mich darum.
Red might improve it a little, I don't know.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Think you should sync it with HE for science? Whoa. Where is he? I don't see a thing. What? What now? What? Zoom. Okay.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Anblasen. Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Zielposition erreicht.
Hey, come here, you. Where are you?
Taucht.
Had enough for this.
Langsame Fahrt voraus. Halbe Fahrt voraus.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Oh, you can't say it. You can't say anything to him, apparently. Where's the boat? Oh, there it is. Hello. Yeah, you can't talk to them, apparently.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
What is this?
Deckgeschütz besetzen.
To be honest, I've not actually looked at what flag they're carrying. Oh, it's British. We're all good. We're all good.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
I mean, I would have told them to get off, but since they don't like talking to me.
Herr Kaloi, feindliche Schiffe machen sich gefechtsbereit.
Yeah, that's what you don't want, to fire on a tanker. I mean, I would have told him this, but the game won't let me talk to him. Egregious, how you doing? Oh, I think they're putting the fire out. No, they're not. They're definitely not putting that fire out. Now, that's only going to go one way for them, I think. Do you think we should stand a safe distance or carry on? I wonder if that little group to the north is going to change their course now. Yeah, that's going to burn out nicely.
Herr Kaloi, feindliche Schiffe machen sich gefechtsbereit.
Are they really? I saw some people running around. Woohoo! Fireworks show. Here we go.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
I don't know if the crew are bailing out. That's not really my problem, that's their problem. Let me just listen to his voicemail. Wait, is that still moving forward? Oh, there goes the stack.
Diese Koordinaten setzen.
What is that? Are they lifeboats? Oh my god. This could take a little while to burn out.
Schneller, schneller, schneller!
How is this thing still moving?
Zielposition erreicht.
Kleine Fahrt voraus. Kurs diese Koordinaten setzen. Alle Maschinen stopp.
Bit close for comfort. We'll be fine.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
It kind of looks like he's still sailing though, bizarrely. Like he's completely on fire, but able to just operate the boat from a burning bridge. It is a bit weird. I need to get the cabinet. Oh, it's down here, isn't it? I need to get something to reload all the ammo in the deck.
Benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Verstanden. Betrachten Sie es als
Deck
erledigt, Herr
gun.
Kanoy.
So how long do you reckon it'll take before it goes boom? Thing is, if I need to torpedo it, I need to get a distance away that I can torpedo it, and that is beyond the limit we can see it. Like, we've got 300 meter visibility, and I need at least 500 meters to fire a torpedo.
Torpedo vor 2 gewartet.
Kurs setzen.
I really don't get how he's able to operate this vessel, though. Look,
Schneller, schneller.
any sense?
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
I don't want to lose track of him. It's going to be very easy to lose track of him in all this mist.
Kurs setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Die Besatzung evakuiert das Schiff.
Oh. Severely damaged the bailing. They've had enough.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
They've had enough. Over the horizon, Robo. What horizon, mate? It's 300 meters visibility in fog.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
See, IRL, what they would do is they'd get on the boat and come over here and try and climb aboard. And we'd say to them, sorry mate, there's no room here. But you can stand on top if you want, for as long as that lasts. It looks like the front's going down, doesn't it? Look, that's definitely going down. No big boom though. I'm disappointed.
Alarm beenden.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
Might be diesel cargo. Yeah, possibly. We'll find out in the mission summary. Do you not think that boat would probably try and row a bit further away? Let's stay close to the ship while it sinks. That seems like a great plan. Oh. I can almost hear the Titanic music playing right now. I wonder how deep the water is around here. 200 meters. Yeah, you're fine.
3 Meter.
Dinsdale sunk. Send report.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
It doesn't want to go down. Look at this. Hey, finally. Right. I can't take anybody on board anyway. And given how foggy it is,
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
I'm just gonna
Auf 45 Meter.
drive
Große
away, I
Fahrt
think.
voraus.
We'll go back to base because it's not weather-wise the best time to be hunting.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Oh, the weather's a bit better now. Blimey. Empire Kumasi, Empire Scout, Empire Boswell. Okay, we need another 50k to finish the Med campaign. Convoy attacked 28,000 tons. Dinsdale sunk 11,300 tons. It was carrying oil from Gibraltar to Malta. Oil! I set the whole thing on fire, and apparently the oil didn't set fire. Amazing. Hawk, thank you for 54 months. So anyway, we sunk the Kumasi, the Boswell, the Scout, and the Dell-class tanker Dinsdale. Nice. No badges for us, though. HQ is 14 days to complete.
Ja?
Benötigen Sie, Herr Offizier?
No, I don't want to do that. I
Sehen
want
Sie
to do
sich die
that.
Lagerbestände an.
Sell them. Top up on the old depth charge. Ammo, we'll top up on that. Refuel, torpedoes. We've got T3 fats and a T5 in the tube. That's good. T5. We have one T5. Two. And I am not seeing any T3 fat torpedoes. Apart from that one there. They are definitely getting harder to come by. Interesting. Must be a war on. Well, they need to make torpedoes, otherwise we can't sink things.
Herr Kommandant, dies könnten Ihre neuen Besatzungsmitglieder sein. Möchten Sie Ihre Akten einsehen?
Settler slaves. One HQ point we have. Do you need T3? A steam one does the same boom. Well, a steam one is more detectable. Much more detectable. If you're in the middle of a convoy, you're firing T1s and steam ones, there's a much better chance that the corvettes or even the ships themselves will see that big white line on the water coming towards them.
Ich erwarte Ihre
Benötigen
Befehle.
Sie, Herr Offizier? Sehen Sie sich die Lagerbestände an.
Torps, what have we got? T3 fats, back in stock. Lovely. Okay. I think we're ready for our next mission. How far is that off now? 13 days. I think we can get away with another mission without resting.
Ich bin Ihr Verbindungsoffizier, um die Befehle vom BDU weiterzuleiten. Wie kann ich Ihnen... Dies sind aktuelle Einsatzbefehle vom BDU.
Okay, what have we got? We've got escort duty, we've got join the Brest Flotilla, we've got action low difficulty, action medium difficulty. Well, if we want to sink another 50,000 tons, we need to go for the action. We get 2 points for that. 4,000, 4,000. Why is that medium? Get 2.6 XP for that one. For this one, you get 2.3. Anticipated number of vessels small for both of them. I mean, meh. It really doesn't matter. You probably get more destroyers and stuff coming through. I like that one better. I think that's going to get more traffic.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
Rudergänger 20 Grad. Steuerbord. Scheinwerfer einschalten.
Put the headlights on. Thanks.
Ruder mitschiffs.
Yeah, find a naval port with a battleship and a carrier.
Ruder mitschiffs.
They haven't sunk a battleship in ages.
Rudergänger 5 Grad. Backbord. Ruder mitschiffs. Ruder mitschiffs. Rudergänger 5 Grad. Backbord. Scheinwerfer ausschalten.
Right, a bit further to travel this time.
Kurs setzen.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
Bestätige.
Eastern 41 still battleships around there. Not many. I don't think I've seen any battleships in the Med. There was one mission we got where there was a reported battleship, but then my crew was exhausted, so I had to rest, and that mission never respawned. Which is frustrating.
Schraubengeräusch. Peilung 160 Grad. Schraubengeräusch. Peilung 165 Grad. Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht. Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe.
I bet they've changed our zone.
Eingesteuert. Wir haben ein
We hope this message find your crew in good spirits. Your next mission is to patrol Grid Squares CO1 to 5. Maintain the patrol till you've covered 2,000 kilometers or receive further instructions. Intelligence indicates heavy enemy naval activity. Remain vigilant and prioritize identification and reporting of any enemy vessels. Your expertise and judgment are crucial. The safety of your crew is paramount. Exercise sound decision making and always keep their well-being at the forefront of their actions. Always. I always do that. You know, when I'm telling people to stand on deck guns 300 meters from tankers and saying shoot that, even though it's full of oil, I only ever have their well-being at the center of my thoughts. We decided to implement a change to your assigned squares, I called it. C86 to CJ7. Where's that? Oh, okay. I've just been there.
Kurs setzen.
It's not too bad. What a dude. Might be fine.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Actually, just get in the zone.
Kurs setzen.
Bestätige.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht. Patrouillengebiet erreicht. Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Alright, let's go and find some fools.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht. Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Smoke.
Kleine Gruppe. Peilung 0 Grad. Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
10 to 20 Ks. That is really not far. That's quite well spread out. That's got to be military. I reckon that's coming right at us, you know.
Auf Seerohrtiefe. Kurs setzen.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Konvoi in Sicht. Peilung 265 Grad.
Let's get a view on them. Where've they gone? That is quite a large gap between that one and the... Oh, what's that? Okay, there's more here than it initially looked like there were. They are coming right at us indeed. Has it just got the one protecting it? No, there must be something back here. It's very lightly protected. I really would rather be on that side. I would really, really like to be on that side. Don't know if I can do it now.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
You have to be good at maths. I don't think you do have to be good at maths. You just need to understand a few principles.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Like, you don't have to do mental addition and subtraction most of the time. You can just get away with reading numbers.
Zielposition erreicht.
Okay, I like that position better. Want to be Benzie? Can you hit destroyers easily from behind with acoustic torpedo? You can, and I've done it, and that's what I might do, but you can't guarantee that that torpedo will go for the destroyer that you want it to. That's the downside of the T5. Alarm! Type 1934. Mm-mm. That looks to me, yeah, similar to an Explorer. I was going to say that looks like an Explorer. Similar to an Empire Bell. Some sort of explorer. And whatever this is, a tower. And then this is the escort, right? Wait, that's a 1934?
Still catching up on this game over on SquirrelPlus.
Wait a minute. If that's true, they've only got one escort and he's now on the other side. Grazbrum, thank you for 16 months. Do you know what? I'm going to go into reverse because this guy looks like a nice target as well. Do you know what? I might go for something fun here. I'm hatching an idea in my mind because they've only got one escort. I'm thinking use all 4 torpedoes to take out this lot and then start speeding away, but I'll put my snorkel up so he spots me, and then when he starts coming at me, I'll fire my Stern T5 at him just for giggles and then dive out the way. So he's got a T5 homing torpedo coming right at him, and then I'll dive out the way and see what happens. That could be a fun thing to do. And that way we get to fire all 4 up front, but then the problem is the last one's a T5 and I just don't know where it's going to go. But I think we can have some giggles with this one. Why has my crew not gone into alarm mode yet? How far is it from here to here? That's only 3. Okay, back up a little bit more. There we go. That should do it. I'm surprised the crew's not gone into alarm yet. Oh, there's 2 there. Now, this guy here is awfully far back. We might have to shoot these 4 instead. And then do the T5 on him and then come back and take him out. I'd kind of like to take this whole convoy out. If possible, because it only has 1 threat following us. And if we take that threat out, we can have all of this. They've not gone into alarm yet. It's quite extraordinary. Right, you don't need anybody engine. Oh. Okay. Well, that plan's just got changed. Okay, I don't know if they've just changed course or they've just seen me. I don't think they're zigzagging. I think I just got super unlucky that they just decided to change course right here. Look. That really messed up my day. That's really unlucky. I just... Lovely attack pattern and they just decide to go, let's go that way, boys. I wonder... Let me load it back in, because I wonder... Did I just get really unlucky and that was RNG? Or was they on a pre-programmed path and I just happened to sit at the turn node? Yeah, but if you're being chased, Gore, by a destroyer, it's going to go at that. Let me try. I'm gonna reverse over here and see if they do indeed change course.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung. Bestätige.
Alle Maschinen, stopp!
What, so they didn't change course this time?
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Is this game trying to wind me up? They did change course. So it is pre-programmed.
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's just, we're just unlucky. We just happen to have positioned right on a movement node. Huh? Code for what? Alright, so I think we need to be like back here somewhere probably.
Langsame Fahrt zurück.
You won't notice they're all German before they're sinking. Lol. Are they German? I mean, I am assuming that they're British. If they're German, then yeah, great. They're German. Yay! Alright, let's carry on. We'll pop up and say hi.
Auf diese Motoren wechseln.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Do you know what? That makes sense now. Because I said I'm amazed my crew hasn't gone into alarm state. And they haven't gone into alarm because they've recognized that they're friendly. So you can actually use that to determine if they're German or not. That sucks. Can't believe that. That was a perfect convoy as well. I could have still taken them all out though.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf
Hello.
Seerotiefe.
Closing in. Medium.
Schraubengeräusch.
Could be a tanker.
Handelsschiff. Peilung 50 Grad.
I'm gonna guess his trajectory is like that.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 60 Grad.
A kill's a kill, exactly.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Actually, it's 10 o'clock at night. This could be fun. What's the weather like? It's gonna be tricky.
Auf Seerohrtiefe. Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 85 Grad.
I have to be fairly close at night.
Schraubengeräusche. Kleiner Konvoi. Peilung 210 Grad. Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Okay, so he's actually on
Handelsschiff. Peilung 85 Grad.
that kind of line.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
Do you know, by the way, will there be any DLC for U-boats? I actually don't know. I mean, I've not heard anything about DLC. They're still fleshing out the base game, aren't they? That's changed slightly.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
Alle Maschinen, stopp!
Oh my god, the visibility. The visibility is terrible again. And I swear this guy's changing course. It'd be cool if you could play the destroyers. If you could play the game from both sides, that could be fun. The 1934 was a German class of ship. That would make sense. How on earth are we going to get Viz on this guy?
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen. Auf Rotlicht wechseln. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Herr Kaloy, wir haben unsere Position erreicht.
Alle Maschinen, stopp!
Alarm! Handelsschiff!
Look, you get an alarm because that's a foreign ship. We won't be able to see it, but they can. You got amazing eyesight. Okay, some kind of freighter.
Kurs setzen.
Zielposition erreicht.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 70 Grad.
You used to do something about the escort missions, the Norway campaign, next to impossible for subs, started subs since they have a deck gun. Don't have a deck gun. You could just do them later. I mean, I've not noticed any problems at all. I did a mission to install a radio up in a Norwegian island, like Svalbard or something.
Kleine Fahrt voraus. Alle Maschinen, stopp!
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet. Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Probably going to say Bell or something. Could be a bell, it could be a tower. It's got to be a tower on it, really.
Schussunterlagen
7 knots.
aktualisieren. Geschwindigkeit 7 Knoten.
We're on about 80.8 to port.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Lage 8.
2 bars that are back are a dead giveaway for a tower. Well, these. They don't really show on this diagram, though, do they? Like, it shows us a single thing. I tend to look at the cluster here. Because on the Empire, it's like got a space between the main smokestack and the deck there. Or the bridge. It's got a gap, whereas on the Explorer, it doesn't really have one. And the Explorer is easy to recognise as a third mast, whereas on the tower, it doesn't have that gap. That's what I tend to look at, not that. I look at this. Alright, got determined. Now, when it goes on about the water line, does it mean that line there? Like, literally where the paint is? Does it mean that water line? Or does it mean the line of the seawater? Or does it mean a bit below that? I don't know. When you're trying to determine distance. Because if I it won't matter on this one, but if I went for the painted water line, then that would be about there. 1100. It's where the red meets the grey.
Entfernung 1.
What red?
1.
That's blue.
7, 6 Meter.
I don't want a T5, I'll have a T3, thanks very much.
Bewässern.
It's not that choppy, so we'll try 2 meters.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Geschwindigkeit 7. Knoten.
Rohr 3 bewässert.
Aktualisieren. Winkel 8. 3. Links. Los!
Yeah, but the thing is, Oslo, if you've got a choppy sea, the water's doing this and rising by 2 or 3 meters, and it's hard to see where that waterline is. So I just wondered if that painted waterline mattered. No, you don't, Immortal. The ship's loaded, the waterline would change based on how low it is in the water. But that would alter your calculations, wouldn't it? If the ship's loaded or unloaded, that would affect your range calculation. I think he's done.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Ahmed.
Telegramm gesendet.
Tanks anblasen.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5
Auf
Meter.
Dieselmotoren wechseln. Kurs setzen.
Fire's a sailor's worst enemy. That and lack of oxygen.
Die Besatzung evakuiert das Schiff.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Yeah, it's
Alle
done.
Maschinen stopp.
Absolutely done. That went down quite quickly. Invite them on board. There are 7 survivors. Do you know what? No hard feelings, guys. You can all join our merry band. I'm not sure where they're going to sleep. Now to sleep on the floor in the torpedo room.
Grenzpumpe einschalten.
We'll give them a little book, How to Speak German. By the end of the trip, they'll be speaking German. They got nothing else to do.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Zu Befehl, Herr Kommandant.
Now, I've heard the best place to sleep is actually the torpedo tubes.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Alarm beenden.
Höhenbruch, Sie sinken.
Right, that's another one done. But we've rescued all the crew because we're nice.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Oh, what?
Schraubengeräusch.
High speed closing in. Gee, I wonder what that could be.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe.
Do you know what?
Für Rundblick eingesteuert.
I reckon, let's assume he's coming straight for that as a rescue. We're going to sit over here.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
And we've got a little gift for him that's labeled T5.
Kurs setzen.
The annoying thing is this won't count towards... Do you know what? I could fire the stern torpedo. Don't want to get to fire them very often. Oh, hang on. He's gone a different way. He's not even coming here.
Zielposition erreicht.
Oh, okay. Well, forget it.
Kurs setzen.
I'm not going to be bothered chasing him down. I thought he'd be coming over rescuing people, but apparently he can't be bothered. You see? We're the attackers, and we rescue them, and the friendly high-speed destroyers just like, leave them. They can swim. Unbelievable.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
100 months. And all with Prime subs.
Another...
SquirrelPlus.
Wow, really, Pitt? Have you done that with Prime? That is incredible.
Torpedorohr 2
I reckon Jeffs would send you a special medal for that. That basically says, you scumbag, you took 100 months worth of money out of my pocket and gave it to Squirrel. You should get a scumbag award for 100 months of Prime. Thank you very much, sir. Congrats. Mods, can we add him to the list, please?
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Tanks anblasen.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Halbe
That will
Fahrt
do
voraus.
3.
Ich bin sehr müde.
Ich bin sehr müde. Oh,
Peilung,
smoke.
355 Grad.
Medium closing in. Okay.
Alarm! Handelsschiff in Sicht.
Well, it's not German.
355 Grad.
That looks like a tower to me.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Alles klar, ich werde mich darum kümmern.
Normale Beleuchtung einschalten.
Right. Are the
Ich könnte etwas
torpedoes
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
ready to rock and roll? Yeah. Good.
Seerohrtiefe.
What the heck? It just snapped me out of that mode. They've all got... Wait. They've all gone to bed and we've got an alarm enabled. What's going on?
Alarm beenden.
Right, alarm cancelled. Go to bed. Oh, wait. There's an alarm.
Station.
Get to your positions.
Bleibt ruhig und konzentriert, Männer. Wir schaffen das.
What are these two doing? Idle.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohr.
What's going on?
Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Captain's on the attack periscope. Finally. Thank you. That was so weird. Can you show your officer shift roster? Why? You trying to copy my homework? Hmm? Hmm? Is that what you're after?
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
I would almost certainly say that is going to be an explorer. Yo, you're interested in my findings? Yeah. That's what the kid sat next to me doing homework said. Oh yeah, what answer did you get? Why don't you go first? No, I want to know what you got first. Yeah, I got 16. Yeah, that's what I got, yeah. I know how that works.
Rohr 1 gewartet.
I've been to school. Yeah, you got the same, Ken, yeah. Yeah, that definitely looks like ye old explorer. Speed check, Mr. Sulu. Eight knots.
Aktualisieren.
Yeah, a bit of a rush there, pal.
Gegnerfahrt 8 Knoten.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
And want to do that. Want to do that. It really bugs me the way that label sits on top of the angle so you can't see the angle. Wrong one. Uh, 39 points. What's that? 39.3. 39.2, I reckon.
Aktualisieren. Lage 3 9. Bug rechts.
You hate where it displays the angle. It makes no sense. Or at least the label should be like transparent or something. There should never be UI elements on top of other ones. You should be a bit smarter about it and just displace them or something. I'm just going to check that angle when it gets a bit nearer.
Kurs auf diese
I'm
Koordinaten.
going to turn as well.
Bestätige.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Wait, 9 knots now. Ooh,
Aktualisieren.
interesting.
Gegnerfahrt 9. Knoten.
That guy's moving.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
No, coders shouldn't do UI. What does that even say? 66 point... There we go, I can see it from here. 66.4. How does 66.4 get rounded to 67?
Gegnerlage 6. 7. Rechts. Aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel.
T3, 2
1,
meters.
3, 8 Meter.
Turn
Rohr 2,
right.
bewässern.
Coders fill the UI with all the information. Yeah, because that's what... They basically see things how they would want it.
Los!
I've got time for another shot if that one misses.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg. 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden.
Is it too early?
20 Sekunden.
No, it's good. It's always tricky when the ship's moving really quickly. It always looks like it's off.
Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Alte Fahrt voraus.
That looks messy.
Kurs setzen.
Betrachten Sie es als erledigt, Herr Kaloy.
Anblasen.
Die Besatzung evakuiert das Schiff. Gut gemacht, Männer. Unsere Unternehmung ist beendet.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Eingeladen. Herr Kaloy, wir sind aufgetaucht. Funktelegramm gesendet.
Now, we can only rescue one person. Let's see. 2 Victor Millers? That must get really confusing on board. Preserved pork, canned meat. There's 9 sailors on one boat. Can you guess what's on the other one? With 3 people on it. Yeah, the captain, the first officer, and somebody to do all the cooking. That's what that is. So we're going to take the guy who does all the cooking and leave them two to argue with each other about who should do the cooking. That's what we're going to do. Empire Crown has sunk. Let's go.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Kurs
Right, we're going to head out this way.
setzen.
Normal, disable, stop.
sehr müde.
SMD, thank you for 64 months.
Bin sehr müde. Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Auf Seerohrtiefe. Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloin.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff.
We found something. What have we found? One
150
unit.
Grad.
High speed closing in. I might go that way. Actually, I think let's get eyes on, because sometimes it can be like a tanker. They move quite quickly. Let's get eyes on with it.
Gewartet.
Thanks, game. Thanks for saving. Do you see what it did then? It was saving when it was here, but in the background it was carrying on. And so when it came out of saving, it went... Vroom. Brilliant. Oh, black smoke. That's really going for it. I've no idea what that is. It's got to be quite small, though, hasn't it? I think we'll just leave it.
Setzen.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
Nah.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
It's high speed. It's already gone past us now. What I wanted to do was close the gap, and then the game decided to teleport it.
Kurs setzen.
Where's our box? Oh, we've not got a box anymore.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Melde mich zum Dienst.
Zeit für eine Auszeit. Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 0 Grad.
That is closing in. Sorry, somebody's trying to phone me. Exactly, DK. Why not get some extra tonnage? We still need to get 250,000 tons in the med. We may as well sink some more fuels before we go back.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 5 Grad.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
It's going to be night time.
Herr Kaloi, wir haben unsere Position erreicht.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
How far is that? Oh, we'll stop there.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Yeah, getting past Gibraltar is an absolute pain.
Alarm! Tanker. Denkt alle an eure Ausbildung.
Tanker.
Bleibt ruhig
Oh,
und
yeah.
konzentriert.
Auf
That'll do the
E-Motoren
tonnage a
wechseln.
world of good.
Auf Rotlicht wechseln. auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Right, let's get our visibility up a bit.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen. Ja, Herr Kaloin, ich kümmere mich darum.
Don't think it has that in it, Troners. Like, as far as the game's concerned, it's quite neutral. You can rescue people and get XP for it, or you can leave them and not. It doesn't care.
Herr Kaloin, wir haben unsere Position erreicht.
And what are you then? I would say probably that. But then you could be that. Judging by the two forward lines here and here, I would say it's an O1 class. Rather than a T2. A T2 would have 3, wouldn't it? I'm going to go with that, I think.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Schussunterlagen aktualisiert.
Current estimate 7 knots.
Gegnerfahrt 7.
I'm going to let it get closer.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Yeah, 7 knots confirmed.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerfahrt 7.
Definitely
Knoten.
looks like an O1 to me. $53... 54 degrees to starboard, I think.
Aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 5.
Will this go boom? I don't know.
Rechts. Aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel
T3.
1, 5, 7. 7 Meter. Rohr 2 bewässern.
Rohr 2 bewässert.
You seem to be in the overtake shipping lane. High-speed vessels only.
Los!
We'll see if we can sink it with 1. We could put 2 in it, but let's try with 1 first. I guess that makes scenes from a game point of view makes sense, yeah. Yeah, it's making a game about it and letting you simulate as a U-boat captain. Like, it's not trying to take sides, is it? Or say this is right and wrong. It's just letting you do it. It's a simulation.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg. 40 Sekunden bis Torpedo-Einschlag. 30 Sekunden.
That looks fairly midship.
20 Sekunden.
The Oligarch, 9488 tons. Oof. Big boy. Serious damage. Don't see any fire on board, which concerns me. Would prefer to see a fire. This thing may carry on limping home. Now, do I put another one in it? Or wait and see what happens? New comms. Okay. It's listing, but we've got two choices. Well, three choices. One, leave it and see if it sinks. Two, send another torpedo. Or three, go over there with a deck gun. Yeah, you can't talk to them usually, quite often. Well, it wouldn't let me earlier. We've got plenty of torpedoes. It's still moving at the moment. I think I'm going to go and speak to them. If I can. They still appear to be mobile. We'll see. So I'm not getting an option to say to the captain, get off or I'll sink you. It's a bit annoying. Oh my god, that went right through the rigging. That sea is choppy. He just casually walk on the deck. That's what they do. Need to get a fire going, really. I don't understand why you can't communicate with the captain, though, in some way. Is it going down? That water seems to be getting awfully high. It's still moving forward. The back's going down, isn't it? That doesn't look good at all. I might just leave that. I think that is definitely sinking. I don't know if the HE had anything to do with that or not. It's hard to say.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Schneller, schneller, schneller! Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Die Besatzung evakuiert das Schiff.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Alle Maschinen stopp!
Yeah, he's done. Once they stop moving, they're done. And then the boats come out.
Alarm beenden!
It's a cartel tanker. Lol. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Did you lose Stefan the Capitan? This is the Capitan here.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Alle Maschinen stopp! Alle Maschinen stopp!
Oh my god.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
I'm beginning to wonder if it's actually going to sink.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
See, when the lifeboats come out, that usually means it's going to go down.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Alle Maschinen stopp!
I think that's Burger Bun. I don't feel like there's much point chucking another torpedo in there. We'll just wait.
2 gewartet. Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
What's stupid is you have to sit here and wait for it to go down, because if you don't, you can't report it, and if you don't report it, you don't get all your XP. Happy Friday to you, Carmilla. I have never had a ship do this before. That's unbelievable.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
Quite literally 3 hours later. Like, it's been basically sinking all night.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet. Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Alarm! Auf Gefechtsstation!
Bleibt ruhig und konzentriert, Männer. Wir schaffen das.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen. Ja, Herr Kaloi, ich kümmere mich darum.
Verstanden, Kommandant!
I've never tried firing while afloat before. 0
Schutzunterlagen
knots.
aktualisieren. Gegnerfahrt 0. Knoten.
Angle on bow. I'll probably miss with this. Hundred 104 degrees. Starboard.
Aktualisieren. Gegnerlage
Distance, no
1,
idea.
0, 4. Bug rechts.
Can't be
Aktualisieren.
1.2 away.
Entfernung 1, 2, 7, 6 Meter.
Apparently.
Rohr
T3.
3 bewässern.
Rohr 3 bewässert.
Los!
I hope that's going to go in the right direction. I don't have a T1.
Der Torpedo ist noch
I have T3s and T5s.
30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
Okay, that's a bit better. That's a little bit better. That's more what I would expect from a tanker. Citadel shot. They felt that explosion all the way back in Germany. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm thinking that might go down a bit quicker now. We'll see. Look at the state of that. Yeah, exactly. If the first one had done that. I was a bit worried when I didn't see a fire. If you get a fire, it usually means game over. If you don't, they sometimes limp on. If that was an oil tanker, it'd be cool if you could see like the oil seeping out, catching fire. That'd be amazing. Nah, you can't really see the damage underwater. It's annoying. Whoa. Why is that going backwards? It's still blowing up. These sailors just died. I swear they just died from the explosion. Because I didn't rescue any. I don't get why the boat's going backwards. Finally. Finally it's sinking. Man, that was a tough ship.
Alarm beenden.
The oligarch.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Let's get out of here.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Kurs setzen.
Herr Kaloy, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Propellers? Kidding me. It just said 3 or more propellers detected. Come on. So why I figure it, there's usually always traffic around here. Like, nobody goes that way. That's enemy territory. You can't squeak through there, so this is your main travel. Now, which way are you going?
Kurs setzen.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 55 Grad.
Kurs setzen. Tanks anblasen.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Kurs setzen. Auf Seerohrtiefe. Schornsteinrauch. Peilung 15 Grad. Alarm! Handelsschiff in
Whoa, where the heck did that come from?
Schraubengeräusch.
What the?
Peilung 100 Grad.
I'm tracking this guy. This guy came out of nowhere.
Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
What? We're going to have to hit him with a magnetic. Or we can shove a T5 up him. What is he? I reckon he is a bell at best guess. Yeah, maybe he was a dead spot, but he shouldn't have been. He was directly ahead of us.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerfahrt 8 Knoten.
136.7 to port.
Aktualisieren. Winkel 1, 3, 7, links. Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung 3, 3, 0, 5 Meter. Rohr 4.
We'll send the T5
bewässern.
in. I'll sort him out.
Gegnerfahrt 8 Knoten.
Rohr 4 bewässert.
Los!
Put out an impact and not magnetic. Idiot.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
This may not detonate. We'll see. There you go. Course correcting.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg.
Yeah, well, it was such a high angle, and especially hitting a propeller, it should impact, but I'd rather have magnetic in that situation. Because, like, the back of the boat's curved, and you don't know what angle it's going to hit at. Oh, he's turning. He's turning. I think you might have seen it.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
We got him.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
No fire. Not good.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Funkspruch erhalten.
Flash of light was seen, followed by a bang. Explosion spotted on the horizon. Empire outpost. I reckon that's him, and he just spotted that. So he's probably going to be panicked as well now. Judging by the fact they're not exactly moving,
Alle Maschinen stopp!
they may well be Burger Bun. Yeah, they are.
Tanks anblasen!
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter. Herr Kaloi, wir wurden entdeckt.
Wir wissen, wie es geht. Drehen wir den Spieß gegen diese Jäger um.
PC Tech, how you doing?
Langsame Fahrt voraus. Alle Maschinen stopp!
Communicate that you intend to sink the ship. Hang on. The ship's like that. Crew is leaving the ship. Good. Now, I can't help you out, and I don't have any food supplies. But I'm going to sink your ship.
Alle Maschinen stopp!
The question is that going to sink on its own? Or is it going to do an oligarch on us? Off, yellow. Oh, please don't sit there. Severely damaged, that's good. Right, I'm not getting on board. I can't take any crew.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Alarm beenden!
Funktelegramm gesendet. Grünbuch, Sie sinken.
Sunk. Good.
Normale Beleuchtung einschalten.
Let's go.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
More tonnage. Right, let's get a fix on this guy.
Seerohrtiefe.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert. Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 80 Grad.
Yeah, it probably came as a real surprise to him that I intend to sink him. I think he's course corrected a little bit.
Kurs setzen.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet. Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Bestätige.
Morning, Christon. Zinam, thank you for 91 months, sir. He's kind of veering a little bit like this.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Right, let's get the snorkel in.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
See if we can get eyes on with him. Too far away from alarm.
Kurs setzen. Alarm! Handelsschiff in Sicht! Peilung!
Wir dem Feind zeigen,
65
wozu
Grad!
ein U-Boot in der Lage ist.
Something about lager. One Twitch baby away from 100 months. Oh. Feels like he's coming right on us now. That's weird.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Where's my hydrophone readings? Thank you.
Kurs setzen.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Ooh, could be a C3 possibly, or a Liberty. One of the two.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet. Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
I'm thinking Liberty at the moment. I don't see 3 masts on the front or 2 on the back, so I'm thinking Liberty. Daughter's birthday weekends in them. Recognize. Take that speed. Oh, duh. What? Ten knots. Man, you're moving.
Geschwindigkeit 1.
Speed 11. He is absolutely motoring. Definitely is Liberty, isn't it? Yeah. Definitely a Liberty. Nah, I'm not going to use a T5 on this one. 55.8 to port. You can normally sink these with one torpedo.
Winkel 5, 6, links. Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel 3, 4, 2, 4 Meter. Rohr 2, bewässern.
Rohr 2 bewässert.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Geschwindigkeit 1, 0, Knoten. Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung 3, 3, 1, 7 Meter. Los!
Quite a big ship. It's not got the flag here, but I can clearly see that that's an English flag. Looks reasonable. See, it looks off at this point, but he's going 10 knots, so it should hit.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden.
Definitely makes it harder when they're going quicker. In the early days I was able to, Tupcho. I could basically pull up alongside and convince them to get off. There's the fire. That's a good sign.
Langsame Fahrt voraus. Halbe Fahrt voraus.
Like, when we first started playing this game, 1939, we'd pull up alongside a ship, speak to the captain and say, "We're going to sink you, get off," and they'd get off. And then we'd plant explosives in the engine room and leave. And then later on, our engineers learned how to do that without dynamite. So they would get on board, go down to the engine room, twiddle some stuff, and it would detonate. And then we could pull up alongside and say to them, "Get off the boat," and then some of them would say no and start driving off in a zigzag. And then later on, they wouldn't even talk to us. Like, you couldn't even communicate with them. Like, I'm trying to save myself a torpedo and get them to safely get off their boat, which I'm gonna sink, but they don't want to know. They'd rather have a fight. What can you do?
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Funkspruch erhalten.
Anblasen!
Herr Kaloy, wir wurden entdeckt. Besatzung evakuiert das Schiff.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln. Wir wissen, wie es geht. Drehen wir den Spieß gegen diese Jäger um.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Alarm beenden.
Herr Kaloy, wir sind aufgetaucht.
So that got properly wrecked, unlike that tanker. That properly got wrecked.
Höhenbruch, Sie sinken.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Hosen, I keep coming up alongside them, and it doesn't give me an option to communicate with them. Whereas I used to always get the option.
Kurs setzen. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Let's go. Is it because you've done the mission, maybe it doesn't give you the option to talk? Shouldn't do, but I don't know. How many have we sunk now? I need to get 50k.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
I might just get that way. It could be that you're not flying a flag. Ooh. Never thought of that, Carradine.
Kurs auf diese
So what you're saying, if I pull up alongside them without a flag, they won't talk to me?
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung.
High speed closing in.
Kurs setzen.
Likely to be something I don't want to talk to, but I'd like to see first. Yeah, I don't know. If I flag my German flag and that's a British ship, you'd think they'd not want to talk to me. Like, what's stopping me flying a British flag and going, yes, I'm really a British submarine? Or flying a neutral one, like, oh, I'm a Swiss submarine. Okay, whatever this is, it's on its own and it's traveling quite quickly. Which could be a tanker.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Hmm.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
It's chugging away.
Seemotoren wechseln.
Alarm! Tanker.
Dafür haben wir
310.
trainiert.
Tanker.
Wir werden das gemeinsam durchstehen.
It is indeed a tanker. There isn't a Japanese U-boat. I don't think the Japanese have submarines either.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Oh, the visibility just dropped massively. What's going on? Oh, you scumbag game.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
You had fantastic visibility. And then it all went.
Unterstützung.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
Auf Rotlicht wechseln.
That's a tanker? What kind of tanker is that? Don't think I've ever seen this tanker. Is that an NA1? I have never seen that before. 12,000 ton displacement. Holy smoke. Speed 10 knots. That thing was flying. That's the only thing I can see that it is right now. Although weirdly enough, you see this rigging here, it kind of points inwards on this. On that, it doesn't point outwards. But I don't know what else it can be right now. That's got to be traveling at 10. Eight? No way is that traveling at 8.
Gegnerfahrt 8 Knoten.
Well, I need some idea. I don't know what flag it's got. That's the problem.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Visibility is just trash. So I've just no idea what flag that is. It's only a war crime if you get caught. The game always knows. It's not an NA1, it's an NA1. NA1 is a coaster. Well, out of all the tankers, what can it be? It's not a Dale class. It's not an O1 class. It's not a T2 class. Is it a war class? That could be... Yeah, war class. Look, it's only 7,000 tons, but look at the speed on that. 16 knots. That makes a lot more sense. I've never seen that one either. Man, that thing's quick. If you want your petroleum delivered quickly, this is your man. Speedyfuel.com. That's better. 12 knots. There we go.
Geschwindigkeit 1, 2 Knoten.
But is it friendly? It's so hard. It kind of looks English. It kind of looks English, but I'm not certain, you know. There was a destroyer that was patrolling there. It did report they fired at something. Maybe I should get into clear sight range.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Alle Maschinen stopp!
Yep, that is definitely British. Most definitely. It is a legit target. .6 starboard.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Winkel 7, 2.
It's only 7,000 tons. How long is it? 120 meters.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel 9, 6, 1 Meter.
I'm gonna put 2 in it.
Rohr 1, bewässern. Rohr 2, bewässern. Rohr 2, bewässert. Rohr 1, bewässert. Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung 8, 6, 6 Meter.
There's also a ship that keeps changing its course slightly. I'm just going to recalculate this. .85 degrees we're looking at. Is it really that close? Okay, last thing I'm going to do is put these on magnetic. Right turn, 1,000 meters.
Los!
Watch the boat be Swiss. Nah, that is very definitely a British flag. I love how quick the visibility just trashed completely. Like 1 minute there was very clear visibility and then the weather just went woof. That one looks like a decent hit. Oh, baby, you are done. You are done. The second one missed. Or did they both land? Woohoo! Hot barbecue sauce, that is done. There's no getting away from that one. The whole bow section is just completely on fire. And yet the back's the one that's sinking. Yeah, I've not seen that before, the war class. That is a very quick ship. Yeah, look, they're getting off. As soon as the beds are on fire, they leave. Oh, well, I can't sleep here tonight. Might as well get on the boat. I think we should head over there and say hi. Still going. Sunk. Ooh, it exploded when it went under. That's nuts. Don't think we can really do very much. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Game. Oh my god, I went to click wreckage and like 2 pixels up was end mission. You scumbag game. That is so annoying. Really annoying. I had more to do there. Look, if I'd have stayed out, he'd probably got his Knight's Cross. Campaign objective progress. Oh, look, it's going to tease me now. Look at that. If I'd have stayed out for one more ship, just one more ship, I'd have had that done. And a misclick. Ah. 3,000 tons of utilities. What's that one? 4,000 tons of medical supplies. 9,400 tons of oil. 6,200 tons of medical supplies. And 7,200 tons of raw resources, followed by 6,000 tons of oil. That deserves a massive medal on its own. Just that campaign. Look at that. Get wrecked. The Oligarch. I remember the Oligarch. 9,400 tons, by far the biggest ship there, and that did not want to sink. 6 days, an average of 6,000 tons a day. Devastation right there. I do think the crew might need a break though, if I'm honest. Let me offload these people. Free some slaves. And then... what else have we got? We've got 2 headquarter points. 7 days until that completes. Let's get Fix-It to talk to him. Now then, we've got all of that, all of that, all of that. That's all good. Deck gun ammo needs topping up. See, in the tubes, I have 2 T5s, which I don't like having 2 T5s. Sell one of them, put T3 fight in there.
Mastspitze. Große Gruppe. Peilung 350 Grad. Was benötigen Sie, Herr Offizier? Sehen Sie sich die Lagerbestände an.
Ja?
Okay, right. So we've now got 3 T3s and a T5 in there. Why can I hear a steam train? Is Chris here? You just got the fat T3s, need to try them out. The thing is about the fat T3. First of all, you have to remember to set it. Yeah, which you tend to forget when you first get them. Second thing is, every time you make an adjustment to it, it resets the distance and turn every time, and you have to keep remembering to fix that. And then finally, if you do miss, the chances of it hitting something are not great, but it's better than nothing. I did actually get a hit with it. It actually missed a bolt, turned around and slammed into it. Yeah, the second one's annoying. It really is. There's a few things in the UI of this game that are annoying, and that's one of them.
Sehen Sie sich die Lagerbestände an.
Torpedoes. Have you got any more fat T3s for me? Yeah, boy. There we go. Headquarters is 4 days. I think my guys need a break, to be honest. I kind of want to finish off the med campaign before we give them a break, though. Let's see if I can push him for one more outing. I don't know if they will want to.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
I literally need to sink like one boat or something.
Versenkte Tonnage im Mittelmeer. Dies sind aktuelle Einsatzbefehle vom BDU. Streng geheim.
There you go. Low difficulty, strong winds. Great. That's miles away. Yeah. Let's quickly jump out again and see if we can sink something.
Langsame Fahrt voraus. Ruder 15 Grad. Steuerbord. Ruder Mittschiffs. Rudergänger 15 Grad. Backbord. Ruder 10 Grad. Steuerbord. Rudergänger 5 Grad.
That looked closer than it was. Honest. I can't even see the gap. Look at this. Why do they have to put such a tiny gap, though? Hay fever is battering me. The thing is, the reason they have a small gap in a marina is because it creates a safe environment behind it, and yet in this game, in the marina, the sea is just as choppy as it is outside.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten
Right,
setzen.
out there, out there.
Torpedo 4 gewartet.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Go that way.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
No, it doesn't simulate it correctly at all. First follow you 11 years ago. Nice. 2014. Man. That was a while ago. What was you doing in 2014, eh?
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Natürlich, Herr Kaloi.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Missing workers on the
Patrouille
conning
wird
tower.
erreicht.
Herr Kaloin?
Missing workers?
Position erreicht.
Somebody been a... Have we not got 20 crew? Yeah, I've got 20 crew. How strange.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Alright, let's go and quickly find a noob.
Gesendet.
2014. What, you had a heart attack in 2014, large one? Yikes.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 65 Grad.
Which way are you going?
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Oh, you seem to be going my way. Very nice.
Kurs setzen.
Why don't we jump on the surface and get ahead?
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung. Jawohl.
Kurs setzen. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert. Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 85 Grad.
Große Fahrt voraus.
Torpedorohr
This guy's
3.
not going slow. I think about 8 or 9 knots, I'd say.
Kurs setzen.
Bestätige.
Kurs setzen. Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Kurs setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
You should automatically get an alarm shortly.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung. Torpedorohr 1 gewartet. Torpedorohr 5 gewartet. Zielposition erreicht.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Alarm! Tanker. Als eingestellte Mann werden wir dem Feind
Tanker, that'll do nicely.
in der Lage
Thanks for that. Kind of hard to tell. It's either going to be an O1 or a T2. Not sure yet.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Natürlich, Herr Kaloin.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 65 Grad.
Ah, he's a big boy. Is that a T2 maybe? 21,000 tons if that's a T2. I've never seen a T2 in the game yet, but 16 knots, you'd expect to be going quicker. Actually, I think it's a Dale class. I think it's more likely to be that.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Yeah, I reckon it's a Dale.
Schussunterlagen
9 knots seems
aktualisiert.
feasible.
Gegnerfahrt 9. Knoten.
Trying to get this stupid thing to sit where I want it. There we go. 12,000 tons, yeah. Oh yeah, it's still a good find.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Okay, let's get some measurements. 68.6 to port.
Aktualisieren. Lage 6, 8, links. Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
I'm going to put 2 in it again.
Entfernung,
T5,
3,
T3,
6, 4
T3.
Meter.
Bohr 4, bewässern.
How long is
Bohr
it?
3, bewässern.
146.
Bohr 4 bewässert. Bohr 3 bewässert.
Aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel 3, 4, 9, 6 Meter.
Los!
Alex01 AAG, thank you for 10 months. GT Max, thank you for 23. Alright, I will be finishing soon, guys. I have to go out. But, as I said at the start of my stream, next week is Roadcraft release week. And you're going to see me quite a bit next week, basically. I can't give you all the details right now, but yeah, I'm going to be hitting Roadcraft quite hard, and I'll be doing a lot of streaming next week. So I will update the schedule. But it comes out on Tuesday. And I'll be streaming most days next week. Yeah, but Villa Master, the ship is closing, isn't it? If you think about it. Like, the ship range is getting closer to us. It's almost at 90 degrees, but it will... 3 kilometers, 3.1 there. By the time it's here, when it hits, we're nearly 3. So you're going to lose 100 meters at least. That was my thinking. It does depend on whether it's coming at you or away from you. Because if you set that range wrong, it'll turn before it gets there.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg. Bohr 3 geladen.
Okay, first one looks like it's going to hit. I think we should have 2 clean hits by the look of this. End the stream with a bang, exactly. 2 bangs, in fact. First one should hit any second. Or is this the first one? Interesting. Thought I switched it. There's one. No fire. Can you see that guy there? Can you see him? Look. He's basically like that, lying flat, and he was sliding along the deck. I think the second one missed. Or maybe not. In that case, I have no idea what just happened.
Betrachten Sie es als erledigt, Herr Kaloin.
I think this guy's going to limp home. That's what he's going to do. Although he should sink by the look of it.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Natürlich, Herr Kaloin. Tanks anblasen. Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Herr Kaloi, wir wurden entdeckt.
Hey! 4,000 tons sunk.
Keine Panik. Konzentriert euch auf eure Aufgaben.
Eine weitere Unternehmung erfolgreich abgeschlossen. Machen wir weiter so. 4 geladen. Funktelegramm gesendet.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
Torpedo 1
Lifeboat 1.
Herr Kaloi,
Okay.
aufgetaucht.
Lifeboat 2. honestly, these first officers and this captain, absolute. I'm going to rescue those two and leave them on board. They've got no shame. Absolutely no shame. Whatever happened to the captain going down with his ship, eh?
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
No, that's it. That's your lot. How heavy was that ship? Was that enough to do the campaign, do you think? I've got to go back anyway, really. Management talk, yeah.
5 Grad.
Yes, the captain always goes down on his ship, so all of you fill up that boat over there and sail away. But captain, are you not going to get on a lifeboat? No, 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 there's not enough room for me. They all sail away. Right, first officer, we'll take 2 of these guys and we'll jump on this boat that they can't see. That's how it went, really. Hey, Battle of the Med, complete all stages, Steam achievement unlocked. Nice. 12,000 tonner, look at that. That was a big boy. That was a big boy.
Herr Kaloin?
Was benötigen Sie, Herr Offizier? Sehen Sie sich die Lagerbestände an.
No, we don't need any lager. T3's on board. T3 fat. Missing a T3 fat though. Can we get some more XP? Look, we free some hard-working non-scumbags, unlike the captain and first officer. Research is done. We now have the Tunis radar detector T4. How many points do we have left? Armored Conning Tower T2. Naval Academy. Accumulator 3. I don't really see the point in Accumulator 3. You tend to run out of fresh air before you run out of battery. An armored conning tower isn't terribly useful either. I think I'm not going to research. I don't know. That doesn't seem right. Actually, maybe I'll spend my points on the favors. Additional mission choice 2 gives you 1 more mission, or free roam, or save the points. Allows you to leave port without any assignment from HQ. I like the sound of that, actually. I'm going to take that. Grade my boat, please. What did we just get? Emblem, conning tower. Wait, we've already got the T4 fitted. So the T4 came fitted to this boat already, but we just researched it. Is that what just happened? Yeah, I just felt like I just wasted a lot of research points.
Sehen Sie sich die Lagerbestände an.
Yeah, totally worth it.
Spitze, große Gruppe, Peilung 350 Grad.
Herr Kapitän?
Benötigen Sie, Herr Offizier? Sehen Sie sich die Lagerbestände an.
Okay. Move to Brest. So I think what we'll do, we've done the med campaign, so we might as well move to the port of Brest next, I think. We've done this and we've done this. If we jump round to the port of Brest round here, I might try and then do this stuff, because we've got Arctic convoys up there, and we've got Norwegian campaign to do yet. I might finish that first, and then the Battle of the Arctic. So they all sound fun. Is a T3 accumulator I'm researching pointless on the 7C41? Not pointless. I think it's pointless. It's not pointless, but it is, I think. Because let's face it, if you stay underwater on battery power, the main problem you'll have is air. Yeah? But, having said that, what you can do is you can go underwater if you're trying to be super, super stealthy. Like, let's say you're going through Gibraltar. You could go down to periscope depth, deploy the snorkel, but then go onto electric motors over here, or is it there? And then you're not chucking smoke out, you're just taking fresh air in. But the other problem with the battery is that if you want to sit underwater, you're going to run out of air before you run out of battery. That's the problem with it. So you need to come up with the snorkel just to get fresh air, if nothing else. So I've not felt a need for a T3 yet. I feel like the batteries on the T2 do enough for me at the moment. But I must go, and I will be back tomorrow morning at 10 AM, guys. So we'll carry on with this tomorrow at 10 AM. And I shall hopefully see you then. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. And I shall see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. That's it from me. Take it easy. Love you all. Bye for now.